All right. Good evening, USA, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and misunderstood, lonely, unstoppable independent podcaster, um and of course Queens, New York native, and rookie podcaster of Laurelton, Queens, New York. Yes, you are listening. You are now rocking and listening and tuning into the 272nd episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And aside myself, it's the Instagram live feed. Make sure you turn your notifications so you can be in the know on when each episode is going to be dropping. One moment. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. The planes was passing by. Anyway, let's cut to the chase with mental health checking, shall we? Let's do this. Yes. Yes. So, how am I feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask? Um, yes, I am doing well. Well, mentally, I'm alright. Physically, I even despite the discomfort of the shoulder pain I've been feeling, but I'm still hanging in there. And of course, spiritually, I am alright. So there you have it right there. And of course, today's mental health check-in topic is going to be about walking meditation. Now, some of you may have know about some of you may know about meditation. This one is a little different, so I'm gonna break it down to you one by one. So just bear with me here. Yeah, let me break it down to you. So okay, so the last time you walked alone, and this is from headspace.com, in the city, your neighborhood, the local park, or a remote hiking trail, where was your mind at? Did you make a phone call? Were you listening to some music or a podcast? Or maybe you were lost in thought. When we're outside, it's almost second nature for our legs to be moving while our attention is somewhere else. A walking meditation is designed to bring body and mind in sync while we're out and about. And if you don't like to sit and close your eyes to meditate, this is a great alternative that still trains the mind in awareness. Key t- Key takeaways here. Walking meditation helps us feel less distracted by thoughts and allows us to enjoy our stroll more. We focus on our stride in a walking meditation, like how we focus on our breath in a seated meditation. We can practice walking meditation in the city, in a park, even at home, wandering on autopilot. Walking is such an established um habituated action for many of us that we tend to do it on autopilot. The moment we step out the door, our mind tends to go wandering too, caught up in remembering, dwelling, planning, worrying, and analyzing. Each time that happens, we move away from the present moment and away from the chance to connect with nature and our surroundings. We forget to appreciate the simple pleasure of walking. Meditating while walking is a way to get the mind to walk with us and to bring a relaxed focus to this everyday pursuit. It's amazing how different we feel when paying attention to what's going on around us rather than what's swirling in our head. Taking it step by step, though it is called a walking meditation, that doesn't mean we're walking around like zombies with our eyes closed. Instead, um, hold on. Okay. Instead of our object of focus being the breath, as we do with a sitting meditation, our focus becomes the rhythm of our gait. A walking exercise, there are different types of approaches to walking meditation, most of which depend on your location. A stroll in the park, for example, is different from a quick pace walk through the city. But this meditative walk, perfectly suited for people who live a busy life, can be done anywhere and at whatever pace you like. Simply follow each cue for about 30 to 60 seconds. Now, before I even get into all this, I want to get to the definition of walking meditation. Let me get to the definition of it though. Um Definition of it. Let me get to the definition. So, for those of you who may not know what walking meditation is, um, so walking meditation is more than just strolling about. Remember that we are training and being as mindful as possible. This practice is all about being aware of our body and physical sensations as we move. Um, our eyes are open and our mind and body are rooted in the present. Okay, so um of course you can actually hold on a second. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that though. So yeah, let me see. So picking a place is a start, getting started. Um Maintaining mindfulness as you walk, speed and posture. Benefits of walking meditation. Meditation while walking is a good practice for beginners and advanced practitioners alike. Mindful walking meditation gets the blood circulating if we've been sitting in meditation for a while or if we're feeling a bit dull. Practice in tandem with sitting meditation movement movement, hold on. Yeah, movement meditation provides additional insights. It can be easily be integrated into our schedules since walking is something most of us do every day. Walking meditation gives us an opportunity to remember the earth that sustains us and develop gratitude. Walking meditation is just that simple. Um yeah. Um all right. So there's more to this actually. This is where I was at. This is where I was at. Okay. No, that's not it. Oh boy. Yes, walking is such an established habituated action for many of us that we tend to do it on autopilot. The moment we step out the door, our mind tends to go wandering too, caught up in remembering, dwelling, planning, worrying, or analyzing. Each time that happens, we move away from the present moment and away from the chance to connect with nature um, and our surroundings. We forget to appreciate the simple pleasure of walking. Meditating while walking is a way to get the mind to walk with us and to bring a relaxed focus to this everyday pursuit. It's amazing how different we feel when paying attention to what's going on around us rather than what's swirling in our head. Of course, take it step by step. Though it is called walking meditation, that doesn't mean we're walking around like zombies with our eyes closed. Instead, we are mindfully walking using a meditative technique with eyes wide open, a pace that suits us, and our attention on whichever environment we find ourselves in. It is common for people to first do a sitting meditation in a private space and then go for a walk immediately afterward with the dog, a partner, or alone. To take that meditative state with them, which is a great way to integrate mindfulness, into any walk. Essentially, walking becomes a tool to familiarize ourselves with the present moment, and we do this by redirecting the mind. Hold on. Instead, our object of focus being the breath, as we do with a sitting meditation. Our focus becomes the rhythm of our gait. A walking exercise, there are different types of approaches to walking meditation, most of which depend on your location. A stroll in the park, for example, is different from a quick pace walk through the city. But this meditative walk, meditative walk perfectly suited for people who live a busy life, can be done anywhere, um, and at whatever pace you like. Simply follow each cue for about 30 to 60 seconds. Body check. As you start to walk, notice how the body feels heavy or light, stiff or relaxed. Take a few seconds to become aware of your posture and the way you are carrying yourself. Observe without trying to change the way you are walking, simply observe your gait. Bring your attention to it. This can sometimes make you feel self-conscious, but that feeling usually passes. Tune in. Tune into what's going on around you, passing cars, other people, window displays, trees, the movement, and still of things or any other sights that come into your awareness field. You're not thinking about any of these things, though you are simply acknowledging what you see. Noting sounds, notice the sounds that drift in. What can you hear? Again, try to realize any noise but not dwell on it. Familiar smells. Now turn your attention to any smells, whether pleasant or unpleasant. Notice how the mind habitually wants to create a story out of each smell and how it might remind you of somewhere, something, or someone. Physical sensations. Next, make a point of noticing any physical sensations, from how the weather makes you feel to how it feels as the sole of your feet touch the ground. There's still no need to think about any of these observations. Simply notice, acknowledge, and let go. Movement. After a minute or two, contemplate the sensation of movement in the body, how the arms hang or swing by your side, or how the weight steadily shifts from left to right. No, excuse me, from right to left, excuse me. Observe your stride, your pace, and your rhythm you've become accustomed to. Focus on your rhythm. Use that rhythm, the soles of the feet touching the ground, as your base of awareness, a place you can mentally come back to when the mind wanders off. Repeat this throughout your walk, step by step, block by block, or mile by mile. These steps are guidelines, not rules, so adapt them to fit your walk wherever you go or however long it takes. For example, on a walk that takes 10 minutes, you might use a street by street basis. At the beginning of each block, remind yourself of your intention to walk free from distraction until you reach the next cross street or junction. As soon as you realize the mind has wandered, gently bring your attention back to the sensation of the soles of your feet. Walking in the city, distractions. Distractions are everywhere. In the hustle and bustle of of any city, not only from the pace of life, but everything from the sights to the smells. But that doesn't mean we can't be present and pay attention to what's happening around us. The mind is likely to be more stimulated in the city, so there's even more reason to anchor the mind to the rhythm of your walk. Notice your gait. You are scurrying along with 100 things on your mind, or are you ambling while daydreaming? The more you notice these things, your gait, any sensations, how you move, the more you step into your body. The more you are in your body, the more awareness you can bring to the world around you. Walking in nature. Okay, yes, walking in nature. There's perhaps nothing more refreshing than getting outside and taking a walk in nature, connecting with all its sights, sounds, and scents. Checking in with yourself and the scenery can turn an ordinary walk into a direct experience and appreciation of life. The stillness of a natural landscape, a park, river, forest, or mountain trail means that the only real distractions will be the mind itself. Become aware of your posture and any sensations in the body while maintaining a steady, comfortable rhythm, walking naturally and breathing normally. Use the rhythm of the walk, left foot, right foot, as the point of gentle focus. By doing this, you are beginning the mind to a place of rest where it can fully engage in the environment and present moment. Walking in your home. Sometimes it's not possible to go for a long stroll due to ill health or bad weather, but that doesn't prevent you from doing a walking meditation inside. Hmm. It's simply a case of using the interior space to your advantage. You can walk the length of a room or hallway as long as you have enough space to walk freely in a straight line for 10 to 20 steps. Mark out start and end points. And hang on a second. All right, sorry about that. Little reminder about my lunch and stuff. So that's just to yeah, just to let I am working tomorrow, so just bear with me. So let me just continue where I left off here. All right. So yes, walking in your home. Okay. So okay, it's simply a case of using the interior space to your advantage. You can walk the length of a room or hallway as long as you have enough space to walk freely in a straight line for 10 to 20 steps. Okay, mark out start and end points and simply walk back and forth between the two, taking slow, deliberate steps and noticing how the body feels, noticing the movement, and bringing your attention to the rhythm of the walk each time the mind wanders. Try 8 meditations for walking and getting outside. Looking for more meditations for being mindful in nature. The Headspace app offers members several courses and single meditations of on exercises and appreciation of the outdoors, including loving earth meditation. When we learn to appreciate what the earth provides for us, we can learn to love, respect, and take care of all forms of life. Connect with the world mindful activity. Reflect on all the sights and sounds and feel how your body moves through the world. Walking in nature, mindful activity. Let's let go of the thinking mind and reconnect with nature by trying this exercise and technique. Walking in the city, mindful activity. By bringing attention to your awareness, the mind can become calm and allow you to feel more connected with your body and the world around you. Run easy, mindful activity. Lace up for an introductory run with Headspace's Andy, um, Patty Combe, and Nike Running Global Head Coach Chris Bennett. Um, Run smart, mindful activity. Work on changing your approach to running by becoming more aware of your thoughts. Keep running mindful activity. Use this run when you need extra support from Andy and Mike and Nike coach Chris Bennett to get the most out of a workout. Um Gardening mindful activity. Awaken the senses with the exercise that encourages you to step outside the smell process, the smell the roses. Yeah. Be kind to your mind. Access the full library of 500 plus meditations on everything from stress to resilience to compassion. Put your mind to bed with sleep sounds, music, and wind down exercises. Make mindfulness a part of your daily routine with tension releasing workouts, relaxing yoga, focus music playlists, and more. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, we have. Let me. Let me see. Let me see. Um. All right. Let's go to our transit. Let's go to our transit segment. The New York Mass Transit files right here, man. We have a railroad employees who saved a tot from Metro North tracks. They are the heroes. So let's get into it right here. One moment. Okay. Um okay, starting with railroad employees from the Bronx Times. Okay, so the New York Yankees honored 6 Metro North Railroad employees who saved a toddler while on duty last month before the team's Monday game against the Cleveland Guardians. The Bronx Bombers recognized the 6 during a pregame batting practice and ceremony. Um, and ceremony. Um, what is it? Before the first pitch of Monday night's matchup. It has been so great to see the reception of these heroic employees. Catherine Rinaldi, Metro North Railroad president, and LIRR interim president said in a statement, "We cannot thank the New York Yankees enough for providing a once in a lifetime experience to the Metro North family." Um, On the afternoon of April 6th, Metro North employees aboard a Hudson Line train just north of Tarrytown in Westchester County spotted a young child on the northbound tracks. Video surveillance released by the MTA on April 24th chronicles the communication between employees who sprung into action. Locomotive engineers William Kennedy, who was operating a southbound train, sent out emergency radio communication to nearby train crews after he saw the child on the other side of the tracks. A northbound train headed by locomotive engineer Sean um, Lugran proceeded at a slow rate of speed and then stopped when he and an engineer trainee could see the child who had walked across the northbound tracks and was approaching the electrified thoroughfare in the distance. Assistant conductor Marcus Higgins jumped out of the stopped train and ran towards the 3-year-old boy. According to the video surveillance, employees in the halted northbound train exclaimed in fear while they watched the child approach and climb onto the third rail while Higgins was still running. Um, No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. One of the employees said from inside the train. The other engineer sent out an emergency signal to have the third rail um, turned off. Metro North 737. I need that rail killed immediately. Over. He signaled. The tile is right on the third rail. Just a few seconds. Um, After their emergency signal, Higgins reached the child and scooped him up in his arms off the rail. He ushered the toddler to the side of the tracks, and employees helped the pair climb aboard. Apart from the two trains, one southbound and one northbound, there were no other Metro North vehicles on those tracks at the time of the incident. A spokesperson from the MTA told the Bronx Times on Tuesday. The spokesperson also said the employees um, followed MTA protocol to conduct the rescue. Although this was a unique situation, crew members followed protocols provided during training for emergency situations, the spokesperson said. The child was united with his mother, who embraced him through tears, and sister when the train crew returned to the Terrytown station. Sleepy Hollow police had been assisting the mother with a missing child report at the time of the rescue. According to the MTA, the toddler's mother said her son has autism. In the heat of the moment, when you see a child in this situation, your first instinct is to make sure they are safe, Higgins said in a statement. I'm glad our crew was there and able to help. The honorees at Yankee Stadium on Monday were Kennedy Higgins, Lou Grant, and Rinaldi, as well as Metro North Signal maintainer Christopher Frena and MTA Police Officer Jose Reyes. Wow. Okay, all right. Um let's make some noise for the crew from Metro North and of course Yankee Stadium for saving that toddler from the third rail of the railroad tracks. All right. All right. Okay, what else? Yes. We need to talk about the graffiti. Yeah, we need to talk about the graffiti. Hold on a minute here. Did I do this one? Yeah, we need to talk about the graffiti. Yeah, let's talk about the graffiti. Um, Okay, let's talk about the graffiti. I've been holding on to this actually. Okay, the graffiti thing. Actually, wait, hold on a second. Um, Let me see. Okay, that wasn't that wasn't my intention, but anyway, okay, let's talk about the vandalism of the graffiti on the subway cars, and this is from Gothamist. This is from Gothamist right here. Um, okay, Gothamist. Okay, so um, the NTA's brand new subway cars got a fresh coat of paint this week, it wasn't one. But it wasn't one. Hold on a second. Can we can we get rid of this? Yes, but it wasn't one of the transit agencies pay for. Photos obtained by Gothamist show a new subway train made up of cars called R211s covered in graffiti. The photos were taken by someone who said the vandalized train appeared at the Coney Island train yard on Monday. Graffiti on one train car shows the word glove in bubble letters. Another train had the letters MUL, an acronym likely for Major Look. That's used by a Chicago based graffiti crew. It's unclear if the Chicago based group is responsible for the letters on the new R211. The group did not respond to a message on their Instagram account. The first new R211 train cars rolled out in March on the A line. More are expected to enter service this spring. It's actually already past spring already. So um, they are equipped with modern signals, wider doors, and digital displays. What they don't have, as exhibited by this week's hit, are graffiti-proof exteriors. An MTA spokesperson said that that the graffiti was first reported at noon on Monday, and the vandalized train was one that's still un- undergoing testing and has yet to be put into service. This type of vandalism is foolish, a waste of taxpayers' money that could be spent on service and needlessly removes car equipment workers from other maintenance activities to deal with the nonsense, said Demetrius Critchlow, vice president of subways at NYC Transit. The MTA in 2018 ordered 535 of the new cars for $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion. The order included 20 open gangway cars, or ones without doors in between them, that not limit, excuse me, allow riders to walk the entire length of a train. The agency in October ordered another 640 of the R211s for an additional $1.8 billion. They are part they are part of a long delayed effort to replace the subway's R46 trains, which were first put into service during the graffiti filled era in the 1970s and 1980s. MTA officials have since the late 1980s directed any graffiti tied train car to be removed from service for cleaning, but tagging hits are up in recent years. The agency reported 277 graffiti incidents during the first 15 weeks of 2021. The number rose to 489 during the same period of 2022, and the agency reported 457 incidents during the first 15 weeks of this year. Um, in recent years, he in recent years, the NTA has launched initiatives to address the problem, um, including the testing of technology that automatically detects trespasses on subway tracks. Um, Two French graffiti writers were found dead on subway tracks in Brooklyn last April. Interviews at the time confirmed that the New York City subway still remains an attractive location for graffiti artists to leave their mark. Ah, man. Like, really though, that right there is a no right there, man. And yeah. All right, let's go to our next one right here. Our next story. All right, the DOT launches um initial interactive map to report double parking problem areas. Oh boy. The New York City Department of Transportation launched a new online platform on Wednesday, allowing New Yorkers to report areas where cars and trucks frequently double park or park in bike or bus lanes. Hmm. Uh, the platform on DOT's website is intended to provide the agency with insight into the areas where parking scofflaws most consistently frustrate New Yorkers. That information will be used in deciding where the agency places new dedicated loading zones for vehicles to load and unfold freight without obstructing others. We want New Yorkers to help us pin down double parking and block bus and bike lanes across the city, said DOT Commissioner Edonis Rodriguez in a statement. Our new web platform will empower New Yorkers to join the conversation about where problems exist and where we can build new loading zones across the five boroughs. Users can choose one of the five different grumbles parking in bike, bus, or travel lanes, double parking, or other, and then write a comment and submit it at the pinpoint location where the activity occurs. By Wednesday afternoon morning, 900 separate pins have been dropped across the five boroughs. Um, on Adams Street in downtown Brooklyn, one perturbed individual said there are so many illegally parked cars, trucks, and police vehicles that there may as well not be a bike lane on Avenue A in the East Village. A, a, a commenter said the road's bus lane is a joke. That's consist, constantly blocked by cars and trucks. On Steinway Street in Astoria, Queens, a commenter um K-Vetch that their Q101 bus stop is not much of a bus stop as it is a rest stop for truck drivers. The information gleaned from all the pins will not directly lead to ticketing against scofflaws, though the city could potentially focus enforcement on areas found to be problematic. The city has added over 2,000 new loading zones where ordinary traffic is banned to allow for freight delivery since December 2021, according to DOT, and and plans to add 500 more this year and next. Last month, DOT announced it would pilot local micro hubs along curbs and in off-street locations in the hopes of allowing large trucks to unload good goods onto small vehicles like vans and cargo bikes where they will make the final sprint to their destinations. Okay. Yeah, let me see. That was your New York Mass Transit New York Mass Transit files right here. Yeah, that was your New York Mass Transit files right here. Um, yeah, right there. Yeah, that was it. Okay. I need to get a chance to get to CVS health study. I'll get to that right now, actually. So let's get into ah man, mental health check-in. Hold on, let's get into it right here. Um, let's get into it. Um, okay. So okay, CVS. Okay, let me see this. Let me see this shit. Hold on. Okay, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, May 1st, 2023. A recent um CVS Harris poll. Yeah, CVS Health Harris poll um survey found that young adults and physicians continue to see the country struggling with mental health, but most Americans aren't seeking care. 6 in 10, 60% respondents aged 18 to 32 say they are concerned about their mental health, and two-thirds 67% say they know a lot of people in their community that are struggling with mental health issues. Most physicians, 56%, also report declining mental health among their patients. Um, However, only 1 in 10% Americans regularly see a mental health professional, like a psychiatrist, um, psychotherapist, or well-being therapist. There continues to be a need for accessible mental health care, which is why we are expanding in-person and virtual mental health services at select Minute Clinic locations across the U.S., said Cara McNulty, president of Behavioral Health and Mental Well-being, CVS Health. These services have already proven to have an impact since launching in 2021, with approximately 80% of patients reporting a reduction in their depression symptoms. Older Americans, believe we need to take a mental health more seriously, but aren't concerned about social media. The survey also found that generations have different views of how to access mental health care. 95% of respondents age 57 and up agreed that mental health and illness should be taken more seriously by society, compared to 8 in 10 respondents age 32 to age 18 to 32, rather 83%. About 6 in 10, 50% respondents aged 18 to 32 report that social media has negatively impacted their mental health, compared to just 22% of respondents aged 57. A higher number of respondents aged 33 to 40 believe in using technology to access care, with 85% agreeing that digital health services have made mental health more accessible. CVS Health actions to promote mental health and expand care. CBS Health continues to expand access to in person and virtual mental health services and create consumer friendly materials to provide individuals with mental health resources and education. Depression screenings are available in more than 1,100 Minute Clinic locations across the U.S. In select Minute Clinic locations, consumers have access to in person and virtual mental health services, including cognitive behavioral therapy. Project Health has expanded its program to offer depression screenings at all events this year. CVS Health offers a number of mental health resources and guides on cvshealth.com, including a resource center around different populations from the LGBTQ plus community to young adults to parents and caregivers and their unique mental health needs. As part of the Beauty Mark initiative, CBS Health promotes healthier self image and positive mental well being by not materially altering the imagery created for stores, marketing, materials, websites, apps, or social media. As it celebrates Beauty Mark's fifth anniversary, CVS Pharmacy is committed to continue working closely with vendors, partners, and the wider industry to expand on its promise to meet the evolving needs of its consumers. Methodology. The poll uh, was conducted between March 7th through March 24th, 2023, among a national sample of 3,400 people over the age of 18, physicians and pharmacists. Um, the interviews were conducted online, and the data was weighted to approximately a target sample of people over the age of 18, physicians and pharmacists, based on gender, educational attainment, age, race, and region. Actually, religion, yeah, and region, yeah. Populations measured include Gen Z, young millennials, um, 18 to 32 years of age, older millennials, 33 to 44 to 40, Gen Z 41, Gen X, excuse me, 41 to 56, and Boomer 57 years of age. Result from the full survey have a margin of error of plus or minus 2 percentage points. About CVS Health. CVS Health is the leading health solutions company, delivering care like no one else can. We reach more people and improve the health of communities across America through our local presence, digital channels, and over 300,000 dedicated colleagues, including more than 40,000 physicians, pharmacists, nurses, and nurse practitioners. Wherever and whenever people need us, we help them with their health, whether that's managing chronic diseases, staying compliant with their medications, or accessing affordable health and wellness services in the most convenient ways. We help people navigate the healthcare system and their personal health care by improving access, lowering costs, and being a trusted partner for every meaningful moment of health. And we do it all with heart each and every day. You can follow CVS Health on social media, um, and everything else in between. Okay, so you can follow them on Instagram for more details and everything else in between. All right, so let's get to. All right, let me see. Okay, let's talk about the casino in Long Island for a sec. We're gonna talk about the casino in Long Island because um this is just crazy. Um this is crazy, and I'm actually going to really. Okay, let's start with chatting on the jazz right here. Let's start with chatting on the jazz right here. All right, so let's do this. Hold on. All right, our first topic, involving a casino in Long Island, but there's some people that's against this. Let's see. So here's what's happening here. A Nassau County civic group claims it's the height of hypocrisy for Las Vegas Sands to seek tax relief in its quest to build a $4 billion integrated resort in Uniondale, New York. The Say No to the Casino Civic Association issued a scathing statement after reports surfaced last week that Sands was seeking tax breaks. Reports said it could approach the Nassau County Industrial Development Association with requests for sales tax relief on select items. And a reduction in the mortgage recording tax. Specifically, the gaming operator is said to be aiming for sales tax exemptions on construction, equipment, raw materials, and furnishings for the yet to be approved gaming venue. Um, it is the height of hypocrisy for one of the world's most profitable casino companies with a market capitalization of $45 billion and majority owned by a billionaire worth more than $34 billion to ask for tax breaks from Nassau County residents, according to a statement issued by the anti casino group. Okay, so the majority ownership being referenced by the civic organization is that of Dr. Um, Marian Alderson, Sheldon Alderson's widow, and her family. They are the majority owners of Sands stock, which closed last night with a market value of $42.38, $42.38 billion. Wow. Wow. Yes. Group wants Sands to pay its fair share. The Say No to the Casino Civic Association claimed Las Vegas Sands is looking to skirt tax obligations to the county should it be awarded a gaming license. The group contends that the gaming company should be subject to the same levies as any other local business. Nassau County has previously granted mortgage relief on Nassau Coliseum, the site where Sands is looking to build the casino hotel. Companies requesting sales tax relief in the early stages of large scale projects is commonplace across the U.S. Now that Las Vegas Sands has been awarded the land lease, it doesn't want to pay its fair share of sales tax and real estate taxes. The pervasive negative impacts that a casino would bring to our county will require significant additional government and community resources to address. Added, say no to the Casino Civic Association. While LVS will reportedly seek tax relief, the company is on the hook for a sizable cash payment to Nassau County. That's regardless of its success in winning one or of three downstate casino licenses. Civic organization doesn't see value in casino. The Say No to the Casino Civic Association takes issue with the potential economic benefits of a Nassau County casino. It claims it will make money off of locals and contribute a, me, a, me, a major percentage to the county's annual budget. If Las Vegas Sands is unfortunately awarded a game license, the annual payment Las Vegas Sands will make to Nassau County represents a mere 1.4% of the county's budget, and now they are asking for an even better bargain, noted the group. Conversely, the venue will create thousands of jobs, resulting elevated contributions to New York's income tax collection efforts. Additionally, the casino resorts, convention space, entertainment, eateries, and rooms could be significant sales tax generators for Nassau County over the long haul. Um okay, so there's some people let me just read these comments here. Hold on. So this person says the Nassau County hub process demonstrates exactly what the NYS Gaming Commission sought to avoid in the downstate license process, a community firmly against the casino. But a powerful and organized gaming company railroading the community to impose the casino on our community. In Nassau, the county executive Bruce Blankman, his family has close ties to Sands. He allows Sands to orchestrate a process of smoke and mirrors regarding receiving community input. Hofstra, Hofstra University, which is located near the proposed casino, is suing the county because the county blatantly violated open meetings laws. Meanwhile, the Sands has been sometimes quietly, sometimes not so quietly, offering community benefits to anyone willing to support the project. Even a local addiction nonprofit supports it. How could How could that be? It's sad. Few want the casino, but our voices are not being heard in Nassau County. If LF if LVS is asking for tax breaks now before they have even broken ground on construction, just imagine what they might demand once they have embedded themselves in the community and they can threaten to lay off their employees right before an election. It is estimated by SANS that in excess of $2 billion will be lost annually at this proposed casino that would make it the largest grossing casino in the US. Most of the money that will be lost in this master casino would have been spent by residents locally and subject to sales tax. This loss of sales tax revenue offsets much of the promised tax benefits of the casino. There is no free ride when it comes to casino economics. It's just a mindless shuffling of dollars with no products produced or no worthwhile services being rendered. Another person says greed on the part of area residents in favor of the casino will come back later as one of the greatest regrets. They refuse to believe that now they will definitely believe it when a casino brings the chaos they haven't even thought about yet. Family homes in Nassau County will become broken homes. Is that an acceptable risk? Sands market capitalization at the close of the markets on Friday was 45.046 billion dollars. Jeez. All of the money used to pay the employees of the proposed casino, along with the much greater amounts of money that will enrich the already wealthy casino owners, will come from gamblers who lose. These gamblers will primarily come from the local community surrounding the casino, and the funds they lose will no longer be available to be spent on goods or services at other area businesses or on basic necessities for the gamblers' families. How many more jobs will be lost at businesses in the surrounding community than will be created by the casino itself? How much long term economic growth and technological development will be forgone if the Long Island community focuses its hopes and dreams on gambling instead of economically productive activities? How many more children will go hungry or become homeless because their parents become addicted to gambling? Well, that's a good point right there, but wow, I didn't even think about it. Well, I ain't gonna say I haven't thought about it, but that's pretty interesting though, man. That's pretty interesting to know. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about the writer's strike. I got so much to say. I got so much to talk about on here. So let's go to the writer's strike for a sec. Cause I'll save the cricket for last. Um okay. Okay, let's go to here. All right, this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Hundreds of janitors and supporters marched from the Sony lot to Amazon Studios on Thursday to support striking Hollywood writers and protest alleged layoffs at major entertainment companies during the ongoing work stoppage. According to the SEIU, United Service Workers West Union, which organized the demonstration with the Writers Guild of America. Um, about 50 janitors have been laid off since the work stoppage began May 2nd, while others have been seen their hours cut. The cuts have occurred across all major studios. According to the union, though it name checks Paramount and Radford Studio Center in particular. Damn. We don't know how far it's going to go, but we felt it was important to let them know that we're not going to be divided, that working people have to stand together. Um, SEIU USWW President David Huerta tells THR. The entertainment business employs upwards of several hundreds. Um, SEIU USWW janitors, he says, as an anchor industry in Los Angeles. He adds, this idea of laying off service workers as a result of the strike, in my opinion, you are really laying off workers who can least afford it. But even though our workers are being impacted, we know the importance of standing united with these screenwriters and continuing to, as we say in our union, push forward shoulder to shoulder. In addition to drawing attention to the layoffs, the march observed Justice for Janitors Day, which memorializes the impediments campaign that began in 1987 and has sought to improve conditions, wages, and benefits for these workers ever since. Um, let's see. SEIU USWW also took the opportunity to spotlight its upcoming negotiations with employers, which will kick off in about 6 months and will involve a fight for some usual gains, better wages and benefits, as well as reduced workloads in the name of safety. That contract applies to work performed across several industries, including entertainment. During the near mile march between the two entertainment campuses, SEIU USWW union workers brandished Justice for Janitors signs, as well as those stating sustainable workload safety, while participating in labor chants alongside picketing WGA members. They were joined by union members playing drums and tambourines. And yeah, by the way, some music artists was featured on there. Weezer was there. Imagine Dragons was there. Um, along with certain along with certain workers, along with certain music artists that was there too. And one of the celebrities bought a whole box of donuts, which I pretty much say that's pretty sweet though and thoughtful. So anyway, once the march reached its destination, Writers Guild of America West President Meredith Stein addressed a sea of SEIU members in purple and yellow union shirts, first in Spanish and then in English, from a flatbed truck parked along the eastern edge of Amazon Studios lot in Culver City. I know that our strike has caused you some pain. We know there have been layoffs at the studios because of our strike. Stein said, adding that the union was sorry for that and we don't want anyone to be caused pain except for our employers. Not you guys, she said. They come for us. You are right there. They come for you. We're right here. We're right there. That's how unions work. In between chants of yeah, I'm not even gonna in between chants of in between chants, Huerta also emphasized the importance of the Justice for Janitors campaign in changing work conditions for his members and pledged solidarity with the screenwriters. I'm looking right now at a sea of immigrant workers who have sacrificed everything they can for a better life, he said. We stand together and we like to say in our union, we stand together across difference and we embrace it. One worker, um, Adelina Barrigan, who said she had worked for studios for over 15 years, currently at the Rockford Studio Center, took to the stage as well. She claimed the studio had reduced the hours of many of her co-workers and laid off some individuals within the last month. Us as workers who are low paid salary, we suffer. We're the first ones to be negatively impacted, she said. Later, another speaker, Los Angeles Democratic Party Chair Mark Gonzalez, encouraged the writers present to speak with the SEIU USWW members during the event and vice versa. Make this your next story. Talk to them about what they go through every single day. He exhorted the WGA members present, which included WGA Negotiating Committee co-chairs Chris Kaiser and David Goodman. Over the 7 weeks of the writers' strike so far, a number of separate unions have shown an unusual amount of support of the WGA's action, with top entertainment labor groups attending a rally early in the strike at the Shrine Auditorium, and with crew members in IATSE and in the Teamsters honoring riders' picket lines. Wednesday's rally was another example of this apparent uptick in across union solidarity, even as workers in other fields continue to stand to lose work and income during the strike. Um, yeah. Speaking with THR, whoever noted the geographically specific nature of Thursday's event, immigrant janitors standing shoulder to shoulder with riders today. For me, it was just very surprising to see that happen. And so it's uniquely so, and it's so uniquely LA. Okay. Okay, there's more to the writer strike too. Let's get to Mayim Bialik. Mayim Bialik. Mayim Bialik. Okay. All right. So Jeopardy host Mayim Bialik is reportedly walking away from the long-running nightly trivia show in support of the Writers Guild of America's multi-week strike, marking the latest major show to be affected following the production holdups on the set of Stranger Things and Severance. Oh boy. That's a lot of shows that's going to be, man, that's crazy, man. A lot of shows are going to be affected by all this shit. Um yeah, that's crazy, man. Um yeah, a lot of yeah, that's crazy. This is crazy. And every single show is going to be affected by this stupid ass strike. Okay, let's keep going here. Um Okay, Bialik, who starred in Blossom and The Big Bang Theory and co-host Jeopardy with former contestant Ken Jennings, will step down for the show's final week of season 39, filming between May 16th and May 19th. Deadline and Variety reported. Jennings, who has co-hosted with Bialik following longtime host Alex Trebek's death in 2021 will take over as the game show's sole host while Bialik is out. It remains unclear when Bialik might return to host the show, as the WGA and studios appear to have made little progress toward a deal. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, NBC's The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and Late Night with Seth Meyers, and CBS The Late Show with Stephen Colbert were among the first to shut down production due to the strike, while political late night shows, including HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher late and Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, have also shut down production. Some scripted shows, including Abbott Elementary, Yellow Jackets, Big Mouth, Cobra Kai, and Hacks, have also shut down production. And Forbes has compiled a list of shows affected by the strike. So, okay, so hold on a minute. Okay, the WGA, which is made up of two labor unions representing more than 11,000 TV, film, and news writers, launched its strike at midnight on May 2nd after failed negotiations with the of Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, arguing studios have slashed out compensation and residuals and undermine our working conditions, calling it an existential crisis. The unions are demanding pay increase as well as minimums on the number of writers on a show and minimums for the number of weeks writers are employed per contract, and have also expressed concerns that writers could be replaced by artificial intelligence. Oh my gosh. Artificial intelligence like robots. Oh my gosh, man. That right there, that's just plain crazy, man. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, man.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's terrible, man. Who wants that shit, man? Seriously. I mean, who wants that shit anyway? Anyway, damn. Artificial intelligence. Where is okay. Yeah, artificial intelligence. Okay. In addition to several actors and TV hosts who have called on studios to strike a fair deal with a fair deal for writers, President Joe Biden also called on studios to broker a deal, calling writers essential to tell the stories of our nation and the stories of all of us. Studios have countered by arguing that a mandatory minimum number of riders is as an arbitrary rule that could stifle the creative process, though they have suggested an openness to raising riders' pay. In the an end to the strike, which might last for weeks, if not months, no plans for a deal have been made public, and some company executives have drafted contingency plans in case the strike prolongs. The Los Angeles Times reported Tara Cole, a partner at entertainment law firm JSSK, told the New York Times earlier this week the strike could last a while. TD Cohen analyst Doug Kuentz told the New York Times the strike could even delay TV programming in the fall, as well as the Emmy Awards in September. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy, man. This is the craziest shit ever, man. I mean, the last time, okay, so I read somewhere the last time the writers went on strike was in the 1980s. And then the second time they went on strike was between 2007 and 2008, which lasted 100 days. This time, this is the third time they've been on strike. This is like week 8 at 55 to 56 days already. Like when are you guys when are you uh, when are you going to actually, basically come to the table and just you know do what you can to actually get this shit dissolved? I understand that the artificial intelligence part, the pay raise and everything else in between, and all that great stuff right there. But at the same time, I feel like you're ruining other people's careers. You're putting everybody's careers in jeopardy. It's not just TV studios, movie studios, and stuff like that. You also putting everybody who have businesses, including restaurants and other places, in jeopardy. Like seriously, like this shit really has to stop, man. I say just talk to the people, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and then you're gonna and then you're gonna try to delay the future TV shows for the fall. Like what? Like come on, man. Not too many people like reality TV shows on every single channel. So please just come to the table. Talk to these people. Explain the wage that they want and just make the agreement, please. This is ridiculous, man. 8 fucking weeks for this. And there's more to this. There's more to this strike too. As a matter of fact, um, yeah, there's more to the strike too. As a matter of fact, Let me just yeah. It's actually more to this shit too. This is crazy. Okay, this is the craziest shit that I ever heard. Um, okay, what else? Let me see. Okay, so here are the shows that's going to be affected by the strike. Listen to this. I want you to listen to this though, man. This is gonna be it's gonna be a long months. So this is from TV Insider. All the shows impacted by the WGA writers' strike so far. So the the 2023 Writers Guild of America strike has upended Hollywood's production plans. With the 2022-23 TV season coming to a close, shows that are currently in season won't be affected by the strike. But as the final episodes of the season were set to air, renewed shows were set to convene their writers' room for the upcoming seasons. The 2023-24 season is where we'll really start to see the effects of the strike on TV. Production was already well underway for certain titles when the strike began on May 2nd. The Rings of Power season 2, for example, was nearly done with production when the strike prompted them to change some plans. Other shows like House of the Dragon season 2 are also commencing with production as the scripts for the season were already locked in. One network seemingly unaffected by the strike so far is AMC. According to calendar, the various Walking Dead and Anne Rice Immortal Universe shows are continuing as planned with their upcoming seasons. Interview with a Vampire season 2 began production in April in Prague, as well as of the time of publication, the series was still in active production, but production could be shut down if when it returns to the US. Streaming servers are less likely than broadcast and cable networks to be hit hard by the strike. The strike is mainly due to the fact that streaming servers aren't obligated to pay writers meaningful residuals. Yes, that's part of it too, but still, streamers aren't untouchable during this time. There are already a handful of streaming on only titles that are now in limbo until further notice. And of course, here's the list. Here's the list. I'm gonna actually go through this. So Abbott Elementary season 3, writers room, um was set to convene on May 2nd. The first day of work was canceled due to the strike and won't reopen until the strike is over. Without a story for season 3, all Abbott Elementary production is on pause for now. This could lead to a delayed season 3 premiere date down the road. Um okay, so AFI Lifetime Achievement Award show Nicole Kidman was set to receive the American Film Institute Lifetime Achievement Award in June of this year. The ceremony was to take place on June 10th, but has been postponed indefinitely. American Dad season 20 co-creator and star Seth MacFarlane is stepping away from American Dad currently in season until the strike is over, along with executive producer Ryan writer Brian Boyle and co-creator Matt Wiseman. American Dad season 20 premiered in March, but it has about 3 months worth of completed episodes per deadline. McFarlane has been seen on picket lines during this strike and was a vocal advocate of the last writers' strike in 2007 to 2008. American Horror Story season 12, the same day that production was delayed on Billions, Teamsters also shows solidarity with those on the picking line at the NYC set of American Horror Story season 12. Per deadline, trucks headed for the set turned around when they saw picketers. Andor season 2, Tony Gilroy, showrunner, creator, showrunner, and executive producer of Andor, says he ceased all non-writing duties on Andor season 2 when the strike began. I discontinued all writing and writing related work on Andor prior to midnight May 1st. After being briefed on the Saturday showrunner meeting, I informed Chris Kaiser at the WGA on Sunday morning that I would also be ceasing all non-writing producing functions, Gilroy said in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter on May 9th. His statement came after writer Abdullah Saeed claimed Gilroy was scabbing during the strike, crossing the picket line and continuing work. Studios like Disney and Warner Brothers have reportedly sent letters to showrunners demanding that they continue their non-writing duties during the strike, going as far as to imply they be required to go against their guild's mandates per THR. Um, Big Mouth final season. Big Mouth was six weeks into its season 8 writers' room when the strike changed its plans. Per Variety, the writers would have completed the scripts for the final season by August, bearing any delays. Billions included Blade. Pre-production on Blade has been stopped in response to the writer's strike. Per the Hollywood Reporter, the Marvel series is set to star Mahershala Ali as an eponymous vampire hunter. It was set to begin filming in Atlanta in June. Blade Runner 2099, Bunked season 7, um, Cobra Cobra Kai final season, Daredevil Born Again. Um, yeah, that's one of the yeah, Daytime Emmy Awards, Duster, um, Emily in Paris, Atole, Euphoria season 3. It's not gonna be back till 2025. Evil season 4, FBI Most Wanted season 4, um, Family Guy season 22, um, yeah, Good Omens season 2, Good Trouble season 5, um, Hacks season 3, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, The Hedge Knight, House of the Dragon 2, Hysteria, Jeopardy season 39, um, I did mention the late night talk shows. Loot season 2, um 2023 MTV Movie and TV Awards. Oh boy. And Outlander final season, Password season 2, Power Book 2, Ghost season 4, Power Book 3, Raising Canaan season 3, and Pretty Little Liars Summer School, P Valley season 3, Rap Shit season 2, The Rings of Power season 2, Saturday Night Live season 48. I did see a bunch of people outside Midtown Manhattan, outside NBC studios and other studios in Manhattan, um, on the picket lines protesting, and I get it, but come on, man. Like, this is crazy. This is very crazy. Severance, season 2, Sinking Spring, Stranger Things, um, The Handmaid's Tale, The Last of Us season 2, The Mandalorian season 4, The Old Man season 2, The Penguin, Really Loud House season 2, um, The um, Talk has been delayed. The Venery of Samantha Bird, 2023 Tony Awards, Uncoupled season 2, Unstable season 2, The Upshores season 4, um, Ava DuVernay series, Wonder Man, Yellow Jacket season 3. You Bet Your Life has been renewed for season 3, has been halted. Um, and Zero Day. Okay, this is getting, like I said, man, this is very ridiculous right now, man. I'm sorry. Um, the first time I felt bad for these people who didn't get their pay and all that other stuff. I get it, but come on, this is getting it's kind of ridiculous right now, man. This is this is pretty this is pretty crazy right now, man. Speaking of crazy, let's go to the 18-month-old daughter who the mother who gave the daughter crickets. Hold on a second. Okay, up next. Um okay, so this tip may bug some parents. In a new essay for Insider, food writer Tiffany Legg revealed that she feeds her 18-month-old daughter crickets as a source of protein, claiming it saves her hundreds of dollars on grocery bills. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell type of shit is this? Oh man. Okay, this is disgusting. That's disgusting, man. That's very disgusting. Very disgusting. Yeah, that part too. Man. All right. Okay, the Toronto mom started to supplement her daughter's more costly protein diet of beef, chicken, and pork with whole roasted crickets, cricket protein powder, and Cheeto like cricket puff snacks. Ew. She said she said she's been able to cut down her grocery bill to $250 to $350 a week to between $150 to $200. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, in an email to the Post on Thursday, Leigh explained that she had fallen into a cooking rut at home, which is partially what inspired her. I found myself making the same things over and over for our family. Um, for our family, Leigh wrote. Incidentally, um, Entomo Farms popped up on my radar. I looked into it and saw some products that could easily and safely be incorporated into our meal and snack times. Um, she also noted that she doesn't force her baby to do things that she is not comfortable with and wasn't concerned about potential contaminants because she got a virtual tour of the farm. According to New York City based registered dietitian Jenna Warner, crickets can actually be a good source of protein. No, it's not. Crickets boost quite a few nutritional benefits important for both children and adults, and at decreased prices than other protein sources, it could be a great way to get your family what they need for less if they will eat it. Warner wrote in an email to the Post. The essay noted that cricket protein contains 65.5% protein. However, Warner recommends making sure the product has an NSF or third party certification, which ensures that the ingredients on the package label are actually inside the product. Cricket powder also contains nutrients such as B12, calcium, iron, magnesium, fatty acids, and potassium, Warner noted. In her review, Leigh wrote that a mere 2 tablespoons of cricket powder provides 100% of the daily protein needs of a baby, which for my 20-pound baby is 9 to 14 grams a day or 11 grams on average. Leigh explained that she has always been open to trying new things and doesn't discriminate when it comes to bugs. Yuck. She claims she's eaten fried tarantula legs, ants, crickets, and even scorpion on a stick. Good God. Good God. That, ugh. Okay, that's disgusting. I'm sorry, but this is disgusting. This is the most disgusting shit ever, man. I'm sorry, but this is so stupid and disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. I'm sorry, man. Like, come on. That's disgusting. She wrote that when she traveled to places like Vietnam and Thailand, she admired how insects were added into classic dishes and decided to do the same for her own child in a 3-week experiment. I think my desire to write the story to inspire fellow parents, readers to venture outside their comfort zone and challenge their own biases, Lay told us. I'm by no means a food advocate, nor am I one to force people to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. Um, but for those whose curiosity I did pique to encourage them to perhaps give it a try. No, no, I will not. Eating insects certainly isn't a new concept. In 2013, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations pub- published a study that found consuming these critters could be a solution to climate change and world hunger, with the global population expected to balloon to 9 billion people by 2050. I don't know, man. Now you just pushing it. Lay noted her daughter doesn't have any dietary restrictions or allergies. Warner also recommended making sure that you consider the age of your child when it comes to choking risk. That is, if you choose to feed them the whole cricket. Um, Lay recalls beginning this journey by giving her daughter the Cheeto like puffs, which are made by a brand called Actually Foods. She reports her daughter loved them. Next, she decided to feed her daughter a whole roasted cricket, which which she um immediately spit out, shaking her head no. Lay claims that when she blended up the crickets and put them into a pancake mix, her daughter didn't seem to notice and even motioned for more. I ate some and could understand why you couldn't tell that crickets were in these fluffy cakes, Lay wrote. The only difference is the only difference was that they had a slightly nutty finish. She told the Post that her daughter has always been an adventurous and bold little person. With food, it's no exception. She will try anything once. Um, yeah. She'll try anything once. Yeah, she'll try anything once. If she clamors for more, like she did with my crickets pasta, it means I'm doing something right. Lay wrote, if not, I'll go back to the drawing board and experiment with other recipes, adding cricket powder to the sauce for our pizza. At dinner time, um, she put the cricket protein powder into a macaroni and cheese mixture, which is also a huge hit. She also recently got adventurous with another dish, spaghetti and meatballs. I recently sprinkled some of the cricket powder into the sauce for our spaghetti and meatballs dinner, and it was a success. Lay revealed to the Post. You couldn't taste the crickets, and it that the bonus is that the sauce was thickened a little bit and give it some added richness. Oh gosh. Um Yeah, I don't think I want to. Yeah, you know what? Let me just get out of this because this is not some. You know what? I'm going to go to the next topic because this right here is not something I want to be stuck on. Because we got the Starry story that we need to get to. We got the Starry story. For those of you who may not know what Starry is, um, Sierra Mist has officially fizzled out at PepsiCo, and the brand has replaced it with a new lemon lime flavored soda, Starry. The crisp, clear, refreshing, new caffeine-free soda was made for a generation of irreverent opportun- optimists, the company said in its announcement on Wednesday. I did hear about this from a manager of mine actually. He said it was a new soda. So with the tagline Starry hits different, the brand is hoping to hook consumers with a beverage that is rooted in culture and fun, according to Greg Lyons, Chief Marketing Officer at PepsiCo Beverages North America. Starry is now available in regular and zero sugar versions across U.S. retailers and food service outlets. PepsiCo also said in its release that growth in the lemon lime soda category has been accelerating since 2019, giving the company a significant opportunity now to give people a choice in an area that's been dominated by one brand for years. The company's product innovation team, led by Daniel Barbero, VP of Research and Development at PepsiCo, came up with what she hailed a game changing recipe with the perfect balance of lemon lime flavor and sweetness compared to the competition. With 1 month to go until this was during Super Bowl 58. The company has hinted that consumers can expect to see a national TV commercial with 360 digital and social content and large scale sports, culture, and entertainment partnerships. While no official announcements was made, Pepsi has a long running history of top ad spots during the NFL's big night. Yeah. Um, when was this posted? Um, okay. So that's Starry. I don't know if how many stores has it, but I don't know how many stores has it, but um let's see. Let's see what's next. What's next? Missy Elliot reacts to um Missy Elliott reacts to I did do this one actually. Wait, didn't I do this one? Wait, didn't I do this one? Yes. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do it again. No matter. Anyway, Missy Elliott, right? Um on Wednesday, May 3rd, Missy Elliott revealed in her triumphs after being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The hip hop um polymath celebrated the news on Twitter, crediting her super friends on her latest feat. I want to say this is huge, not for just me, but all my sisters in hip hop, this store is now open to showcase the hard work and what many of us contribute to music. She tweeted, I have cried all morning because I am grateful. Thank you at Rock and Roll, Rock Hall, and all the community committees and super friends. I think I did this one already. So yeah, I think I did this one already. So this is I'm glad that she got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Long overdue. Long overdue, actually, man. You know what I mean? It's way long overdue. So, you know what I mean? So, November 3rd, 2023, I already did that in episode 271. It was some other stuff, but I'm not gonna have time for that. Anyway, okay, so 50 Cent. Okay, 50 Cent. Let's get into it right here. So 50 Cent um on 50 Cent says majority of ownership of BET is something um worth exploring. Um yeah, and this is from Revolt, by the way, folks. Mobile Multiple moguls are eyeing ownership of a majority stake in BET if Paramount ever decides to part ways with the network. As previously reported, Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, and Sean Diddy Combs have all expressed interest in the purchase. Last month, TMZ was the first to report that 50 Cent, Kenya Barris, and Shaquille O'Neal banded together in the help of investment management company CVC to make a vie for the channel that was founded by Bob Johnson more than 3 decades ago. Okay, GLG. Um Green Light Gang. You know, I don't miss. Let's play. Let's make a deal. Wrote 50 in an Instagram post sharing a screenshot of a Wall Street Journal article about the possible acquisition. Now, in a new interview with Vulture, the rapper sheds more light on his decision to put his name in the hat alongside entertainment juggernaut Perry. He began by telling the outlet, "Well, yeah, I'll entertain the idea." But he continued, I think BET is Todd Perry's network. He's done enough work there to dominate that, and not even only dominate. They I don't think they've explored what it would be like not having a Tyler. And he created enough content that if they didn't sell the company to him, he could go across the street and say, I'm going to start my own. But if Paramount relinquishes majority ownership of BET to the highest bidder, 50 Cent is more than willing to take to 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 name his wagers. When there's a bidding type of situation, they'll come to me because they know I have four of the top shows in African American households, he said. The G Unit Studios executive has kept audiences entertained with Power Universe spinoffs as well as BMF Black Mafia Family, which all air on the Stars Network. 50's 88-year partnership with the premium channel came to an end last September. He has since vowed not to do business with them again. Stars is not, I don't know if you could say it's a whole network if you are putting it up against BET he added, because they got the limited side. They got the BT Plus, the BT Studios, all that shit. Stars is just that platform. And now being spun away from Lionsgate, it's like, where's the studio? I believe y'all. I believe you'll be watching content from Stars on another network in this climate with the way things are. And I'm only comfortable saying that because their board members have said it. But BET, though, I do like, is something to explore. As it stands, Paramount has not made any public statements regarding the status of its intention to sell BET. But one thing is for certain, Perry, Allen, and Combs have each supported the prospects of the network being black owned again. Okay. Okay. LL Cool J. LL Cool J. Hold on a second. Yes, LL Cool J laughs off. Oh man. This is something else, man. This is a whole different breed. Um Yeah, so LL Cool J has answered the infamous money or dinner with Jay-Z question by letting people know he's never been invited to the Roc Nation brunch of lore. During a recent stopover at Big Boy's iHeartRadio show on Monday, May 1st, the Mama Say Like You Out rapper who was on the show to talk about his upcoming Force tour told the veteran radio host about the times that he and Hova used to riff on each other's raps when they were teenagers. But though the pair have a friendly relationship, replete with the requisite good natured ribbing, the NCIS Los Angeles Star has never been invited to the infamous Roc Nation brunch. Look, I hardly remember that stuff. He told Big Boy when asked about him laughing at Jay Z's raps when they were younger. I love everybody. I don't have no problems with none of these guys, man. If I laughed, okay, so what? Laugh at me. How many people have you laughed at or snapped on in the lunchroom? He continued, I don't even remember it. I laughed at you, so now I can't have no brunch. Perhaps LL Cool J can angle for an invite to an upcoming Roc Nation brunch after he finished the Force tour, which Questlove recently said would be like the Grammys on steroids. During the Instagram live stream featuring Questlove and Black Thought of the Roots on Saturday, April 29th, the three men engaged in some friendly banter before diving into the nitty gritty of what fans can expect from the Force live tour, which is set to kick off on June 25th in Boston. Yeah, mark your calendars. You've done arena tours before. I've done arena tours before, but I've never really felt like they were mine. Quest shared. They were always like festivals or opening up for for other acts. This is super major, man. You know, you know what? I'm excited about Quest. Replied when the first snare hits like it ain't stopping. We're going hard. This is going to be a show unlike anything. I haven't done an arena tour in many years. You know what I'm saying? And I put all my energy into making this thing right. This is like everything we've ever done on Superroids. So it's going to be way more than you can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, said Questlove, but I'm also trying to give people something that they've never seen before. The way we're formatting the show, it's going to be like the Grammys performance on steroids. Questlove produced a star-studded hip-hop tribute at the Grammys to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, which is the birthday. But most exciting of all for fans of the Hey Level rapper is the teaser that new music is on the way. And it will prominently feature another hip hop heavyweight. Q Tip did all the production, all the beats, he said. There will be some new music coming in the next couple of weeks or so. Okay, stay tuned for that too. We're gonna stay tuned for that one right there. In other Ellen, another in other LL Cool J news, um, he's going to be reprising his role as Sam Hanna in the the renewal season of NCIS Hawaii. Um, all right, let's get into it right here. Um, okay, hold on a minute here. Hold on a minute here. Okay, okay, just a second. Um, okay, so according to Deadline, in a surprise move following the series finale of NCIS Los CBS NCIS Los Angeles, LL Cool J will reprise the role of Sam Hanna as a recurring guest star in season 3 of NCIS Hawaii. He first appeared tonight in the season 2 finale of the Vanessa Lachey led series. And the episode titled Dies Array, when Jane Tennant and Kate Whistler, um, played by Tori Anderson, are attacked under fire in Venezuela. They received assistance from Sam, who made his way over from Morocco. Alex, Alex Tarrant, Nora Mills, Yasmin Al Bustami, and Jason Astun also star. All of us at NCIS Hawaii have been huge fans of LL Cool J for years and couldn't be more thrilled or honored to be adding his spectacular talent to our Ohana for season 3. Executive producer Matt Bosak, Jan Nash, and Christopher Silber said in a statement, "One of the most beautiful things about working on NCIS Hawaii is the show's ability to bring the franchise together. We have had so much fun spreading the aloha to NCIS and NCIS Los Angeles with the triple crossover. Now we have the amazing opportunity to bring Sam Hanna to Hawaii to help the island solve some cases and maybe have a few laughs in the process. Welcome to the Ohana, Todd. It's going to be a fun ride, Lachey added. Yeah. And Matt Bosak, Jan Nash, and Christopher Silver serve as executive producers. Um, and of course, NCIS Hawaii is produced by CBS Studios. Okay, so let me hold on. Let me make some noise for LL Cool J and everything that he's been doing throughout his career, not just in music but in acting. Okay, one more. Okay, so we got one more topic to get to, and that's a minute here. Oh, let me get to this other story. Um, okay, according to Insider, when Starlite Deli first opened their doors in New York City's theater district in 1984, the store owners Jung Min Kim and Jahi Kim had no idea how cherished their business would become by the Broadway community. When we started, we weren't familiar with Broadway shows at all. the couple told NBC News. Now we're fans. After nearly 4 decades in the business, the couple made the decision to retire. In a now viral TikTok, a crowd of Starlite's biggest fans stopped by the restaurant to give the deli a proper farewell, singing Roy Rogers' Happy Trails. Um, the customers also pulled together to raise money for the Kims and delivered them a check for $17,839 as a retirement present. My heart became so heavy. I was so overwhelmed. I was so thankful, Jaheed told NBC. Damn. Damn. Okay. The couple moved to New York from Seoul in the 1980s. Jung Min opened Starlite in 1984. For the past 39 years. He has woken up every day at 4:30 a.m. to run the deli. Now he's 70. Now at 71, he's ready to retire. I worked really hard before, but I just can't do the same. I tried saving my business too, but no one was willing to take over my deli. So I just decided to retire. Now Dunkin' Donuts is going to replace our shop, he told NBC. Neighbors to iconic threaten iconic theaters like the Broadhurst and the Hayes. Starlight became a staple to the Broadway community, serving um, a wide range of Broadway's cast and characters. The couple recalls serving recognizable patrons, including Sir Ian McKellen, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Ralph Fiennes. I didn't realize that our store was beloved, Kim told NBC. Many TikTok viewers commented on the emotional farewell. This is what the heart of New York is all about, one commenter wrote. That's the American dream. This is what America is supposed to me. It's supposed to me. Another wrote. The Kims represent a long time of immigrant run businesses that keep New York afloat. Immigrants are more than twice as likely to start a business in New York City, and they own almost half of the city's small businesses. In the future, the couple looks forward to rest and retirement. To be honest, he's worked so much from early morning to late at night, and I'm happy he won't have to do that anymore. Jaheed Kim told NBC, "We're free now. My husband can rest and we can be free together." Hmm. Okay. One more thing I need to actually one more thing. One more thing. I want to make sure I cover the bases. Yeah, I got one more LL Cool J story actually to. So hold on a second. I want to actually mention this, and this is from HotNewHipHop.com. So according to the website, LL Cool J has postponed a number of his upcoming Force tour dates. However, the nature of their postponement has left fans confused, as some of the shows are listed elsewhere as having been canceled entirely. I have to give my fans an experience that is unforgettable, he wrote on Instagram Friday. I want to make sure everything is done right, and in order to do that, I had to change some things up. The updated tour dates are now live. Link in bio to check it out. I'll see you there. More to come. Let's see. Despite Ella Cool J saying that the updated dates are live, many fans noted that they were seeing their local shows as having been canceled entirely. Yeah, but Barclays ain't saying rescheduled. They saying it's straight up canceled. One fan wrote. LL Cool J was slated to perform at Brooklyn's Barclays Center on June 27th. Another fan joke. I took off work. I brought an outfit. I'm going to need you in the couch for the next few days until I get over this. Um, and you look really ready to me. You okay? You can. I'm not even gonna read that one. Love you too. Not all fan responses were so negative. Damn, I had tickets to the Brooklyn show on June 27th and it's canceled with no makeup date. Wrote one more supportive fan. I wish it was rescheduled and my seats would be good for new date. Very disappointed, but I understand if it ain't right, you don't want to half step. Everything gotta be on point. So the postponement dates, I will. Wow. So let's see. The Force Live tour will see LL Cool J traveling alongside the Roots, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and DJ Z Trip for the performances. Other guests along the way include Salt and Pepper, Rick Ross, Queen Latifah, Big Boy, De La Soul, Jadakiss, Method Man, Redman, Rakim, Common, and more. Now, the tour dates. Let me just hold on a second. Let me just find out. Let me just find out something. Hold on a second. Yeah, you would have to go to you would have to go to LL Cool J's Instagram page for postpone post for the postponement tour dates, all right? So there you have it right there, man. You can go to the link in bio for on LL Cool J's page on Instagram for the list of postponement of tour dates. All right, so there you have it right there. Um, and I think that's it, man. Hold on a second. I need to. I need to actually. I want to remind people about some places to for like some fun activities to do for the weekend. Let me just go ahead and remind y'all. Um, Let me just go ahead and remind y'all. Now, Miranda Wright, shouts to Miranda Wright. She's going to be at this Goon Fest. All right, the Goon Fest. So she's going to be at the Goon Fest performing and everything else in between. So not only Goon Fest is included, it's also including other artists that's included between June 23rd to the 25th. Austin, um, L'acoustic, Ashley, and Bob Moore, Underwater Bosses, The Worst, One Man Band, um, um, Babylon, um, D French, J Main, Miranda Rights, as I mentioned, Nino, KM, The Six, um, Big Wavy Draco, Tyler Troy, Zach Serp, Cryptic Rights, Mars Rats, and the Loft Boys, Lurking Class, Mutt Farm, Tremblizzy, DJ K, and much more. All right. So so yes, so Goonfest is back for its third annual summer event taking place from June 23rd to 25th. Of course, obviously, you want to hurry to get your tickets, and this is going to take place at Snow Ridge Ski Resort in Turin, New York. Don't miss out on the unique experience of camping, music, skating, vendors, food, drum, circle, bonfires, disc golf, inflatable jousting, bounce houses, and a game of skate with awards, food and bar available on site. This family friendly event promises to be a great time for all. The schedule for the event includes morning yoga workshops, music, games, and a skate jam. There will also be disc golf on June 25th with signups available at the Goon Gear booth. Nightly Michael Murphy will be hosting a drum circle bonfire and running his shop. Dreaded drums, go over, play some drums, and grab one to bring home. Workshops will cover topics such as tie dyeing, foraging, woodwork, skateboarding, painting, yoga, photography, graffiti, and sampling some wild mics. The kids zone offers bounce houses, games, crafts, bubbles, and glitter tattoos. Goonfest is presented by Goon Gear, New Belgium, Darkside Snowboards, Snow Pirates, um, Company, Official Pac-Man, Wild Mike's Pizza. Hold on a second. Yeah, Wild Mike's Pizza and all that great stuff right there. All right. Everything is You want to go to eventbrite.com/Goonfest to get your tickets and all that great stuff right there. And I will handle um the rest with um fun activities to do for the weekend. Let me just fast forward. Let me just fast forward to this. Fast forward. Hold on a second. Oh boy. Let me fast forward. Come on, don't do this to me. Oh, damn it. All right, I'm about to go to I'm not gonna have time to get to the other thing. Oh, Sue Surf. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save that for another time, man. I don't have time to get to that one. I ain't had time to get to that. All right, so let's see. Let me see. Oh shit. Um, okay, things to do for the weekend. Let me just get to it right here. So 6 things to do for the weekend. Um, you got the Boozy Outdoor Festival, Seltzerland to return to Brooklyn this summer. You and you have the Queerly Festival, the the ASOP, the ASOP Queer Library Family Pride event at 109th Open Streets, Pride Fest, Museum of Drag too. Um, okay, so this is from the 23rd to the 25th. So that's some fun activities to do, and yeah. So like I said, so you have the Boozy Outdoor Festival, Seltzerland to return to Brooklyn this summer. Let me just of course, obviously, there's some of course, there's some 14 best ice cream shops in NYC. Um, let's check this out. real quick. Okay, let's check this out real quick. All right, so there's some ice cream shops in NYC, Sugar Hill Creamery, Central Harlem, and Hamilton Heights, Cafe Pana, Gramercy Park, Downtown Yogurt and Ice Cream Tribeca, multiple Van Leeuwen Ice Cream, multiple locations, Max and Mina's, Max and Mina's, Ice Cream, Kew Gardens Hills, um, Anita, La Mama del Gelato, Upper East Side, and Flatiron District. Um, and yeah, Davies Ice Cream, Longford's, um, Morgan Stern's Finest Ice Cream, Coney's Cones, Malai, and everything else in between. You can check it out. You can check it out on I'm sorry, you can check it out. You can check it out on newyorkfamily.com. All that great stuff right there. What the hell? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened here. But as I was saying before, I was reviewing the fun things to do for the weekend and everything else in between. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. Um anyway, man. But other than that, man, hold on. Other than that, actually, let me wrap up here, man. I'm just gonna do a little rundown of the recap topics that we just talked about in today's episode. So, in today's episode two 272, we talked about in episode 272 we talked about the DOT launching interactive app. Um, we also talked about the vandal the graffiti being the subway cars, the R211 being vandalized, LL Cool J, Mayim Bialik, and the rider strikes from the riders. There's gonna be more of the coverage of the rider strike as well. I'm gonna do a separate episode on that one. And we taught walking meditation, CVS health study, and rising in mental health. 50 Cent and others putting their money to owning BET. Um, and one more thing we need to talk about, and that's Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. I forgot to mention this too. I'm gonna get to the. Let me get to that right there, man. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, let me talk about that. I'm sorry. Okay. This is um all right, so and we talked about Missy Elliot into getting into the Hall of Fame and everything else in between. And yeah, so let me get to okay, let's get to oh boy. Um, okay, so most recently, Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, right? Basically came out June 2nd. So when Paramount lost Marvel to Disney, any even distribution of franchises among the major studios was disrupted and However, Sony's reported 7 million acquisition of Marvel's Spider-Man's franchise back in 1998 has continued to immensely pay off. No more evident than this weekend, as Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse posted an exceptional and 100 $120.5 million opening, and which tracking didn't see coming, but exhibition did in advance ticket sales, making it the best start for a summer tentpole. Um, of course, beating Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, $118.4 million, and of course, the third best opening for a Spider-Man movie, and along with yeah, yeah, um after no yeah, best opening for a Spider-Man movie after No Way Home, $260.1 million, and Spider-Man 3's $151.1 million, and everything else. Um okay, so what else? And so of course, other movies that's also in theaters right now that rounds out let me see, man. This is crazy. So across the volume. Yes. Global Star hit. Yeah. Among all animated pick domestic openings, Spider Verse is six behind Incredibles, Super Mario Brothers, Finding Dory, Frozen 2, and Toy Story 4. Marvel sequel reps the best start of for Sony innovation. Talk about growth in dollars and growth in audience for a subset of a major superhero franchise, but Across the Spider Verse's domestic opening here is 241% ahead of the first movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, $35.3 million, and everything else in between. After Mario Brothers delivered a huge Easter, look out for next year's holiday, because that's when part three of the Sony animation franchise Beyond the Spider-Verse hits on March 29th of, what is it, next year? I think that's next year. Yes, that's next year. Sony knew this movie was always a linchpin for them and have been shouting out. So I believe so. I don't know what else. So okay, highlights of Sony's campaign. Biggest movie includes assembling Spider Society's ambassador program. Was that program that recruited 200 celebrities, influencers, and fans across the globe um, into tub thumping the sequel to an audience of 900 and 994 million dollars. This included such as people as Bad Bunny, Guillermo del Toro, Steph Curry, Rihanna, Beyonce, Tiffany Haddish, Priyanka, and Nick Jonas. Highlights of how the studio rolled that out below. Okay, hmm, yeah, three promos partners created animated spots or costumes created animated content that included Burger King, Nike, and Hyundai partners also spent over $20 million in outdoor media across the globe. Um, Nike Jordan brand took the Jordan brand and merged its iconic style with Miles Morales. In the film, Miles wears both classic AJ1 shoes and a newly designed AJ1 High OG Next Chapter shoe, which the Jordan brand released limited editions for purchase. Those sold out within the hour of launch. They also purchased keyboards, um, including a 3D board in Times Square, and created an outdoor and digital campaign featuring Metro Boomin and his siblings. Ooh. Okay, so let me see what else. What else? All right. All right. Let me see. So, Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse was number one, 4,313 theaters, um, which made $51.8 million. Saturday, $37.4 million. $31.25 million. That's $120.5 million. Little Mermaid splashed down to second place, um, with $16.2 million, $12.6 million, $40.6 million. The Boogeyman, which nobody asked, made $4.8 million, $4.4 million, $3.1 million. That's $12.3 million. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 made $2.9 million, $4.4 million, $2.9 million. Fast 10, 2.6, 3.8, $2.7 million. That's $9.2 million. Super Mario Brothers, 940K, $1.38 million. $1 million 3 day, $3.35 million to round out the top six. By the way, Super Mario Bros. Made over $1 billion already, so that's pretty good on that one. Okay, let's get to. All right, so all right, let's I'm sorry. Let's get to our very last segment of the night, um, which is Strange Choices on the Go, man. Let's get into it right here, real quick. All right. Okay, sorry for all the delays, and all the other stuff. Um, so listen, um, if you like this episode and you miss any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to follow this. Please follow this podcast on Facebook and Instagram and everything else. And alongside with my sports podcast, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, alongside with myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, and alongside with the and alongside with myself. Yes, so turn your notifications and everything else in between, and of course, you can go to the link in bio where it says linktree/gmoneystax555. And you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms. So download it to your iPhones, Androids, and iPads, Android tablets, laptops included, which includes Apple and Dell laptops along with Windows. All right. and it goes like this: Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcast. Don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio and all these apps in between. So don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on every streaming platform, including iHeartRadio, and of course, follow my other podcast shows that's also on iHeartRadio as well, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, review show that's also on there, and of course, do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button on the YouTube channel pages, which includes Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, my sports YouTube channel page, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, and of course, G Money Stacks 555, the primary YouTube channel where you see all the New York episodes on there. Don't forget, and don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like and a comment in the comment section. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Be sure to share the episodes, share the videos, listen, stream, watch these episodes. Download the episodes, very important. And be sure to tell a friend to another friend. Word of mouth is important. And of course, share the link that says linktree/gmoneystax555 with your husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends you cool with from work and anywhere else you meet new people. All right. I'm your man G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rock. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you for listening to episode 272, dedicated to the soda of Starry. And I'm up out of here. Thank you very much. I will see y'all next time. I do apologize for restarting the Instagram live feed and all the other stuff. And I will do the recap of the topics in case you miss any of the topics whatsoever on the Instagram live feed. So y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend and everything else in between. And be careful out there. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody. Nighty night.